All right. Welcome back to another video. In this video, you're going to get a free daily oracle card reading. It's a spiritual card reading. There's going to be information here to help expand your consciousness, to help you along your way on your spiritual path. Oh yeah, now remember, oracle cards are nothing evil or scary. They're just information. They're just words and images, and we're just sharing a little bit of that inspired information to help you along your way. Now, remember too that there's a lot of different ways to look at things. And this is one way to look at something, which is a new perspective for you, because you don't have this perspective right now, or else you wouldn't be watching the video to get it. What we're saying is that everybody around us has a little bit of a different perspective on things. And when we open ourselves up to hearing what other people share, we're able to get a new perspective, another facet on the living diamond that we are as a human race. So, spiritual beings having a human experience, let's go ahead and do this reading and find out what we're looking at. The new vision. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that, look at that. Oh my God. Now, don't we love having a new vision? What's this about? It's about renewal. It's about how we constantly really are changing and growing and going up and off of our old self and onto this new project, this new way of approaching things, this new little bit of understanding that's happening. For example, like right now, I'm going through a little bit of a new vision of change. I'm going through a phase where I am being asked to hold people accountable to their words and their actions. Ooh, that sucks. Well, it doesn't really suck. It's actually a really good thing for all of us. If we hold other people accountable for what they say that they're going to do, then we can simply repeat back to them the facts of what they agreed to, and we can simply repeat back to them what we'll need to do as a result. So if we stick with simple factual things, laser beam focus on facts instead of emotions, instead of like, you're a terrible person because you didn't do what you said you were going to do. None of that emotional crap. Instead, this clear, clean, factual vision, pointed vision of, hey, you said you were going to return the keys as of this date, and you didn't, and as a result, I have to change the locks, and that's going to come out of your security deposit, something like that. So look, when we stick to the facts and hold people accountable, it's good for all of us. It shows self-respect, right? Because you're taking care of yourself. You're treating yourself as if you are another person who you are there to care and love for. And you are respecting the other person because you're holding a space for them to follow through on what they made a commitment to do. Now, it doesn't mean we can't have compassion or forgiveness and kindness for them. We can certainly employ those things. Let's look at the next card and see where this reading is going. Ooh, what are we going to see here? Oh yeah, look at this, the mind card. Now, first thing we see here is, oh my God, look at our mind burning up, our mind just going crazy. Why? If somebody falls short of an ideal, if someone in our life, a relationship, family member, anybody, right? Anybody, a friend, people, a business acquaintance, if somebody falls short in saying what they are going to be doing and following through with it, if they fall short of that, we can get resentful, we can get angry, we can get all burned up. And if we get all burned up and we're letting it consume us, that's going to make all of these smoggy clouds in our consciousness. And that's going to cut us off from the sunlight of that spiritual intuitive sense of being able to plug into the new visions. The new vision is our intuition, our flow of the know, our ability to just sort of roll with life. That type of a ease and comfort and holding on loosely in our life is something we want to keep going, keep alive. And so we don't want to have other people's shortcomings or other people who have fallen short from what they said they were going to do. We don't want to let that burn us up. Instead, we can take care of that just by letting them know how their behavior has affected us. If we have to do it emotionally, we can say, hey, you know, when you blew off our appointment, I felt abandoned and neglected, and I felt angry. If we just let other people know how their behaviors make us feel or cause us to feel, then we are being honest with our emotion, and then we don't have to burn up like this and hold it in. Because if we hold it in, who knows what it does in our mind. I'll tell you what it does. It goes into this contraption of our intricate mind and starts to come out in other weird ways, where now we're doing passive aggressive things to them, or we just are never going to bother ever trusting anyone again. We take it into an extreme, and we don't want that to happen. So if somebody lets you down, just simply let them know in a calm, clear way you can let them know how their behavior affected your feelings. And you can even let them know what you prefer that they do to amend it. Or you can even find forgiveness for them and say, I'm going to let it go this time. Whatever. You are the one in control when you are able to stay clear on this new vision and to simply speak your truth in a calm way. Now that's key. The key is pausing, getting calm, right? Look, pause. What's that say? Pause and get calm when we are emotionally disturbed. Now what happens? People in situations around us sometimes do things that we find unacceptable in the moment or emotionally disturbing. And we get upset. If our emotions are all firing off like that, then we are in danger of starting to react and go down a path that could cause regret. So we want to pause and get calm by taking that deep breath when emotional disturbances come. Some people do this by just sitting and meditating for a few minutes. Other people will write about it and talk it through till they can process that strong emotion. Pausing, holding your breath for 10 seconds or so, and then letting it out slowly does go ahead and diffuse strong emotions. It creates conscious space. It just clears the air. It's like opening a window in your mind. Now, let's look at the next card and see where this is heading. Oh, the patience card. Now look, patience card isn't, first of all, about being patient. This is more about getting into that quiet space of peace and calmness through pausing and getting calm. And I have other videos on this channel like mindful conscious breathing or pause and get calm videos that show how to get over our emotions so that we can get into this quiet space, this quiet, patient space. Now, it doesn't mean that we're not going to do anything. It just means now we are in this rebirth zone. She's pregnant because it's signifying that we're ready to move forward on a new vision in these circumstances where someone has fallen short of an ideal. We're ready to be bringing in the rainbow of light. That means we have a lot of different variety of opportunities that we can do, and that we have a lot of different choices and options that we can bring into the situation. It also means that we are able to bring the white light in. We're bringing love and light in. We're not there to punish them or anything like that. We're just there to speak honestly and to hold ourselves and others accountable for what they agreed to. And that's important because when we create that structure for everyone, then the world goes around in a much cleaner way, in a much more predictable way, in a much more trustworthy type way. We know who we can count on. We know people are rising up to being more accountable in their lives, and this is good for everyone. So the patience card really is, once you put it out there and say like, hey, when you did this, I felt like that. You then want to wait. You want to be patient. Just let it sit. Let it sit with them. Let them have the time to feel their own emotion about it, to look at their own behaviors about it, so that they can get to their new vision. And they're going to see, like, all right, he or she didn't yell at me for doing that. They didn't scream and yell and, emotionally go nuts on me. What they did was they recounted some facts. Because the person's going to realize that if you give them the facts, and if it is true, they're going to realize if you let it sit, if you're patient and calm and you let it sit, you just tell them the facts of where they fell short, what they agreed to, they will then go back into their own life, into their own mind, and they're going to have this experience. They're either going to get all burned up by it and retaliate in some way, or just tell you to go F yourself or whatever. Probably none of that. More, they're going to be able to just say, oh, I can't believe this. They're going to, at the end of the day, have to wrestle with the idea that it was their own behaviors that are being addressed. And they're going to have to look at themselves, and they're going to have to either get all burnt up, or they're going to get to that new vision place. And they're going to come back and say, you know what? I was wrong. You were right. I did make the commitment and I fell short of that, and I don't want to be a person who falls short of what I commit to. Or they might have an explanation that is actually valid for you to be able to see their perspective, and you can mirror it back to them and be like, you know what, I totally understand that you forgot to return the keys, or that you didn't set your alarm so that you slept late and blah, blah, blah. And then we can have a chance to bring forgiveness to them and understanding. But either way, the whole relationship gets better for everyone because then everybody is held accountable and we're all doing it in a kind and loving, calm way, emotionally calm way. Then our emotions aren't pushing and pulling our stories, right? Then we're all rising up high up here to build this little white light bridge between different people. Here's the red person, here's the green person, and here's that white light of what we just talked about in this video to build that bridge together. And what's going to happen is both of you can fly higher and freer into this clear blue sky. That's that new vision, You can go off into that new zone. And that is the changing relationship and the depth of relationship. That's what makes relationships really solid and big and strong, is that they are built on honesty, they are built on accountability, and they are built on each person really trying to pause and get calm when they're emotionally disturbed or disappointed or upset, so that they're not retaliating or just throwing the baby out with the bathwater. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave you with one more quick card along the way. Rewatch this video so that you can absorb it. Watch some of the other videos on my channel because they will speak towards the things that we're going through. Remember, even though we are individuals on this path, aloneness, we are all spiritual travelers that are looking towards that light. Even though each of our little paths look a little different, each of our little selves is unique and seemingly separate from each other, we still are all children of God, children of the light, children of that higher purpose, and children of the boom, new vision. So go ahead and remember that about everybody. We are all that God spark inside of a human being, and we are all just walking through the dark, doing the best we can. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell. If you select the bell for the notifications, then you can say that you want to be notified each time a video comes out. I'm publishing daily now, daily videos. Leave me some comments. Let me know the type of stuff you want to hear about, if anything particular. Otherwise, go ahead and help this message get out to more people by sharing the channel, share the videos on your Facebook pages, in your groups, wherever. Let's go ahead and bring as much light and love as we can into the world. Take care and thank you so much.